Hello my friends and welcome back to a special episode of the quest for La Campanella. Today is day 100 for me. I mean, when you're seeing this is actually day 101, but that's just making things confusing. But anyways, day 100. Woo! Yeah, woo, we made it, woo! But yeah, so I thought I'd do something a little bit special today and draw back the curtain and reveal what I kind of go about daily, you know, what my practice involves. And yeah, because I felt like it would be, I don't know, let me know if you think it's interesting or not, but yeah, it's something different, so yeah, we're going to roll with it. But anyways, so to get started with, the way that I normally start my practices is just quite simply with the old five finger, obviously with both hands as well. But yeah, so it's quite simple just to get things rolling and moving, you know, get my hands in motion. But I do kind of evolve from that idea and kind of go into this, for example. But yeah, so that's one example of what I do. Another one is because I'm right-handed, so my right hand is quite a lot. Well, it's a lot better than my left hand, so I do a lot more work with my left hand. And an example of that would be to do kind of country motion stuff, which is like I probably won't be able to do it now, but so. But yeah, that kind of thing, you know, because I feel like it's a good way to get the fingers moving and the brain working, because you're kind of it's almost like patting your head and rubbing your tummy, which I can't show because I am just hands today and I have no head and no tummy. But yeah, it's that kind of thing just to get the brain working. And so after I do that, I probably move into some scales, in which I do have a nice little book here, which I often use, and it's I do kind of work more with the major scales because I play them a lot less, which is kind of a strange way of going about things. But I mean, I much prefer playing minor in the key of minor keys because, I don't know, I just much prefer the mood of it. So I practice majors because otherwise I just will never play them, if that makes sense. But I'm doing a lot of work with G major actually, and trying to work with getting both hands going up and down, which I'll try and do now. So yeah, there's an example of going up and down with the scales, and I mean, I haven't practiced this today, so I'm a bit rusty, as you can probably see. I can normally do that a lot quicker and a lot more fluent, which I'll have another go now. Not the best, but you know what I mean. It's getting there, and I can normally do it a lot better. It's just because the camera's on, which makes performance drop, obviously, as everyone knows. But yeah, obviously the other ones, we got D major here, which is and I can do that with both hands as well if I give that a go. have to bear in mind that I am just yeah, I can normally do this a lot better. I keep saying that. All right, anyways, but yeah, so my scales obviously got A major here as well, which I'll just do quickly and get wrong. And again. You can probably see that my right hand is a lot more fluent than my left. But then I say that, and that wasn't actually that bad. But you know, that's practice, you know, because I go through this every day. I'll probably run through all of these, and then I'll do a couple on the minor as well. And just for those that maybe don't even play piano, just so you can hear the difference between the scales. Here's the minor scale. Which I just messed up. It's quite funny because the minor scale obviously has different modes of it as well. So that's the harmonic one, and then the kind of more standard one. And as being a guitar player, I'm more used to this one. I mean, the difference obviously is that you don't have the accidental note. I think that's what they call it. But obviously that's your E there. And then the harmonic has the D sharp, whereas the one that I kind of learnt with on the guitar is a D natural. That kind of makes it, I don't know. I always think of like the Dracula theme when I hear that. I don't know why, but yeah, it reminds me of that somehow. But so I've just run through my scales and that, and then I'll probably move on to the pieces at this point. And well, not strictly, you know, I might just have a little play around. But yeah, that's just a little, I don't even know what it was alright. It's not my best work, but I'll probably do that little exercise with the arpeggios as well, and that's working with the pedal, which you probably can't, no, you can't see my foot. But yeah, it's something that I was speaking about in yesterday's video with working with pedaling, you know, so trying to release the pedal so it's not, the note doesn't carry on through to the next note, if that makes sense. So this is a C major. Well, what I'm playing is this, so C major, and obviously take your foot off, it stops. But but yeah, it's quite difficult to, yeah. But anyways, I'm just going to play it. So that's, yeah, I mean, I can feel the pressure, you know. I normally play it better than that, but again, recording, so everything just drops. But anyways, moving on to the pieces. The Campanella, the way that I normally go about practicing this is just to kind of work my way through it. I break it up into sections, so the first section being the all the way down to the bit where it goes before that, basically. So So yeah, that was just a run through of the first section of the Campanella, which was, it wasn't actually that bad. As I say, yeah, it's normally quite scrappy, and so it's like 1 in every 10 sounds nice at the minute, which is it's getting better than what it was, obviously. So it's the process, though, isn't it? But yeah, the next part I'm not too familiar with, but I'll run through that a lot more, obviously, than the first part. But I like to just keep on running through it, you know, even though that I know it all that first part. I just it's well, you can hear it's not very fluent, and as I just said, it's 1 in 10 I'm actually getting it okay. So it's it'll be nice to get that down, and down to, well, in time it'll be every time I'll be able to play it perfectly. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. But yeah, so the next bit is obviously the and then it goes into the bit that I'm well, not so familiar on, but It's getting there. So yeah, that's basically where I'm up to on the Campanella. I can actually do this next and finish this second page, which is good, but I'm obviously not going to do it now because I've only played through it once, this little final section here. But yeah, what time are we on? Oh man, it's been long, but yeah, I hope this is a bit different, so I might just keep going for a bit, because obviously I've got Moonlight Sonata, which I also work on quite considerably. And can you see my hands down here? You can only see half. Let's just move. There we go. But yeah, so Moonlight Sonata. And that's obviously all the arpeggio work, which I obviously did a bit of earlier, but obviously in a normal practice I'd do a lot more of that. And but yeah, obviously the most iconic piece on the piano. Again, I can play that a lot further, but that's kind of, I don't want to bore you, essentially, which you probably are already bored, I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm going to leave it there for today. Let me know what you think about this kind of format of doing things. Obviously it's just as kind of a little bit different, you know. I thought I'd try and do something for the 100 days, and yeah, so I thought I'd just kind of, as I said, just reveal a little bit of how I go about my practices every day. And obviously this was a very much condensed version. I mean, what, 20 minutes? And I'd normally practice between an hour to 3 hours a day, I'd say. So occasionally more, if it's, but yeah. But yeah, as I say, let me know what you think and drop a like if you enjoyed this. And yeah, here's to another 100 days, and perhaps we'll be able to play La Campanella by 200 days, which is very unlikely, I believe. But hey ho, thank you very much for watching. Much love and peace out, my dear friends. Ciao, Bella.